What's up, guys, and welcome to this week's Let's Talk. I have Anthony with me again today, and a lot of stuff came out this week from Bandai actually. So there were card reveals. We have new Nats, US Nats support. No Nats in the UK yet, and also there was an errata as well. So yeah, we're just gonna go through the smaller bits of news first. Starting off with the Triple Flash SS4 Son Goku errata. So yeah, thank you for your continued support. Blah 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 blah. Basically, they errated this so that your leader needs to be a red Saiyan in order to activate the in order for the permanent to be active.
So do you know the combo for this?
Not off the top of my head, no.
So the essential general gist of the combo is you go into the 3-drop Goku that makes himself a 5-drop. You evolve it for one into this. Use Shenron's wish ability, so the Dragon Ball one on the wish side, to give Goku triple attack and 15k power, which turns on Goku's ability that you can't counter it.
Yep.
Then your opponent's forced to deflect three 45k attacks. And also in the Shenron deck, you have like the wish card, not the wish card, the desire card that brings something back from the discard pile.
Yeah.
So it sets up a lot of craziness essentially.
Yeah. I think it's good that Bandai have been proactive in stopping a potentially, um, no, I don't know, just really broken combo. But
It didn't seem broken to me. It was very interesting, but also making this a red sand leader, I think, kind of did it really do that much? No one was really using it. Anyone who's using it was using it in pan anyway.
yeah, I think Bandai's just making cards act like how they were designed to
Yeah,
be. So, which is good, but I mean, I'm personally not too keen on having that many erratas when they don't reprint their stuff.
To be fair, I'm not too. I don't feel too bad about the erratas. Like, I understand sometimes you make cards and you intend for them to be used one way, but changing one line of text, like sometimes you can just miss out. Like this happened a lot on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You'd miss out just a clause, and that one clause would change the card completely. Instead of then, it would be when, and then and when in
All
Yu-Gi-Oh were
right,
completely
yeah.
different. Like, I can see how maybe just adding that one line of text did actually change how they wanted the card to function. So
I mean, yeah, I don't think this particular one is going to be too bad. But something like Babidi, for example, when they errated that, a lot of newer
I hated
players
that.
will, yeah, they'll get confused. So, but yeah, pros and cons to this, I guess. And yes, that's that. Moving on, we will go to the price support. That is the wrong page. Price support for nationals. So when this was originally announced, this is what we had. We had participation packs. Participation prize, championship pack, 5 packs, 3 event packs, 1 TP4, 1 top loader, and 1 exclusive playmat. I thought the participation prizes were really good actually.
Yeah, they are. The participation prizes are fine. No one had any problem with
Yeah,
participation.
but then when you got into top top 32, you basically just got more of the same, more packs. Uh,
Can I
there
can
were
I just quickly
trophies
throw
for
something
one,
in
two,
there?
and three.
Top 50% of this tournament also get additional packs, which is something that's really nice as well.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So I think Bandai were really good for everyone who entered, but yeah, the top placing prizes were lacking because it basically wasn't really any different to regionals.
Yeah,
I
for your
think that was
biggest
the
event of the year, like I assume this is their biggest event. I don't think they're going to do like a worlds after this. It was a little lackluster. I can see where players were coming from to some extent.
yeah. So they've announced new price support. This is it. Addition. This is additional price support. So you get all the ones that were announced previously, and top 32 get a $525. I think it's a travel voucher.
I'm not too sure what the voucher's for. Like, no one really knows. Like, I thought it'd be funny if Bandai made it so the voucher could only be spent on Bandai product.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to buy those Soul Calibur characters.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, it's a voucher. It's not cash. But I heard it was a travel voucher, but that's definitely not been confirmed. But anyway, you get 525. I guess it's almost cash. It's as close to cash as cash can be, as you can be without being cash.
Well, yeah, before we know, these vouchers should just be to spend at ARG's store, and then that's just essentially cash, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, not
Don't
really
know what it's
because you have
for.
to spend it on product. And I'd still rather have cash in the pocket.
Spend it on products just as good. Like, if they'd been like, "Hey guys, want to give you what's £500? Let's call 500 a case of booster boxes." I'm sure most people would have been happy with that.
Yeah, but I mean, would you rather have 500 cash or 500 store credit?
It depends. Again, it depends what this voucher's for. Because again, this we don't know what the voucher's for. If the vouchers, it's not cash. Like, it depends what the voucher's for.
It's
If it's to
yeah, no,
spend,
it's not cash, but it's still 525 is still a high number.
yeah, it
And
is.
it's for all the top 32 as well,
Yeah.
which I was surprised about. And then also top 32 gets special prizes from Ultra Pro, playmat sleeves, and card case. Pretty standard stuff you see in card game tournaments.
Yeah.
And then 6 boxes of set 5 for top 8. This is on top of the prizes that they get.
Which is really good.
And yeah, the Ultra Pro are giving sleeves as an additional
Participation.
participation prize as well. And then they release the metal cards.
So we already knew we were getting these. These aren't the additional
Yeah,
prizes.
no, these are just
Well,
the
not we.
designs.
They.
So they have Cell, they have the SS4. That's the starter deck one.
Yeah, the side deck,
Yep.
long odds.
Pan, Soul Striker, and Shenron, which I don't know. Everyone, I haven't seen anyone say, "Oh, I really want the Shenron," but people have wanted Pan. Most people want Soul Striker.
So I will say a couple things I think's weird about this. Number one, they picked really odd leaders. Like Pan, I understand why they picked some of these leaders, but they're not particularly all the best leaders, like off the format or anything. And also, three out of these, or four, all for five of these leaders come in foil already.
Yeah.
And three of these leaders are starter deck leaders. Which again is really odd. Like, if you're going to reprint all five of your starter deck leaders, well, there's six of them now. Like, go ahead with
Yeah,
that.
that would make sense
Or seven of them.
if they just did
But
starter deck leaders. Yeah.
I also feel like Soul Striker should have been first place.
Yeah, I think more people would want the Soul Striker,
Yeah.
definitely, than the Shenron. But
Also,
there you go.
I'd be curious to see what these look like on the other side.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, you say that they're foil, but Unawakened is not going to be foil. So
Well, they're made of metal. Like they haven't even, as far as I think
I would assume they look exactly like this without the sample, because they're not going to
yeah.
have color on them or anything.
I don't know. I'd be very interested to see what one of these looks like in real life.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they'll be really nice, but
Yeah.
yeah, Soul Striker. Would you throw your final game to get the Soul Striker?
What? No, I'm throwing my top three match to get a pan. What are you talking about? Hey, you know what? No, actually, I throw my finals game to get Soul Striker, then immediately trade it with whoever got pan.
Oh, okay, so yeah, just so you got second place.
Yeah. So I still get second place. I still get the second place trophy, but then I can be like, oh, and give me pan. Cool. I got the leader I want now.
Yeah. Or imagine if you won, you're like, oh, do you want to trade your Soul Striker for my Shenron? No.
Hell, I might just be like, take a booster box, give me Soul Striker. Take all my booster box. These cards are gonna be so expensive though. Like they're I assume they're one of a kind, at least for the year
The
anyway.
the
What?
gold ones are one of a kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, the gold ones. I know the silver ones aren't.
I mean,
The
it
silver
depends
ones,
if they release these as prizes again, or whether they do a different design. Because if
they
they
might
are
do.
one of a kind, they will be very expensive.
it's weird because I don't actually think the gold ones will be expensive because no one. I'm gonna be completely honest. If I get one of those, I'm probably gonna keep it.
Well, yeah. So what you're saying is there's not going to be a secondary market because none of them will be on the market.
I think the silver ones might be
Yeah.
because they're also not very good leaders. Like Cell, I'm an Android fan. Cell's not that good a leader,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
and long odds isn't played really.
No. No. I
So
mean, but
anyone who
it's
gets
it's
long odds is
it's
gonna sell it.
SS4, so it's popular.
Yeah, but he's not that popular. He's not
Yeah.
popular enough
No.
that you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna keep mine. Most I assume out of the top 16 that get it, or not top 16, however many people, 12 people get it. Out of the 12 people that get it, at least half of them would be like, cool, I'm gonna sell this.
Yeah.
Well, if I get Soul Striker, I'm never parting with that card.
This would be. Yeah. Yeah. No. For no fair point. I mean, I guess you could if you PSA'd it and then I said, can you PSA metal cards?
I don't know.
But yeah, no, it's one of those collector's things which at some point might be worth a lot. Because I mean,
Yeah,
it's Dragon Ball, so it has like generic pull power. So,
yeah, that as well.
but yeah, so really great prizes from a bit lackluster to now. I think these are really good. I mean,
Yeah,
short of what cash prizes. So like outside Magic and Pokemon. I mean,
I was
these are better than Konami prizes, right?
yeah, 100%. Like this has made Dragon Ball maybe the fourth best game because I know Force of Will has kind of all right prizes,
Yeah,
but it's up there with Pokemon and Magic.
yeah. I mean,
For the fact
except
that
I mean they have cash prizes, but Bandai don't want cash prizes, so
well, they do have cash prizes, but it's also harder and you invest more into the game. Like Magic
that is
tournaments, are
true.
like
Yeah,
£80 to enter.
yeah, yeah. And
So,
also the decks are more expensive as well.
well, that's not too much of a thing. Like if you're playing standard tournaments, decks are like 100, 200 quid, same as us.
Mm,
But they pay £80 to enter a GP, which £80 compared to free.
yeah, yeah, because it's just invite, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to earn an invite,
Yeah,
which
and
is from a
your
local
regionals
tournament.
are what, $40 or something if you get,
Are
and
they?
you have like various VIP packages and all that.
I don't even know how much regionals are, but I assume then even if you go to multiple regionals to earn your invite, like it's meant to be the best of the best. This is like their world's level event.
Yeah,
And for Pokemon events, you have to earn points to enter worlds, which can involve you spending upwards of £1,000. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to earn a certain amount of points. Still might not go to worlds.
yeah. And you know, if
No.
you go to Worlds, you just get beaten by a Japanese kid anyway.
No, but I think the prices for this in their first year is amazing. I can't wait until the UK see some love and we get prices like this.
Just hope we get regionals soon,
Yeah.
please. So yeah, okay. Moving on, we will move on to the blue reveals from Set 5 that came out this week. So we finally got this Wish Leader, blue Wish Leader, and it's Gohan. Go right to the back.
It's actually probably one of the better ones.
So auto when this card attacks gets 5k for the duration of the turn. Then choose one Dragon Ball from your deck or life and add it to your hand. Wish. Choose one desire in your drop and add it to your hand. And flip this over. Activate main. You've got the same. Draw one card. You pretty much never choose that. Choose one blue or black desire card in your hand with an energy cost less than or equal to current energy and activate its skill. And the Dragon Ball one is remove 7 Dragon Ball from play. If you do, choose 3 of your energy and switch them to active. And this card gains 15k and crit for the duration of the turn. I mean, the
It's one of the better.
the wish the Dragon Ball ability is strong
Mm.
because you untap 3, double your attack and you gain crit, but because it is a Dragon Ball ability and it's once per game essentially, it's not good enough.
Well, there's a card later on that makes this much better. So we'll come back
Okay,
to it after we get
we
to
will
that card.
see. We will see.
Like
We'll
much
come back
better.
to this. Yeah. So yep, it's Gohan, and then the Janemba.
We've gone over this.
Yeah, we. All right. Yeah, yeah. This is the
Yeah.
yeah that one from. Let's do the counterplay one. Okay. Ready Stance Sun Goku, 2 drop blue, block a barrier, which
Nah,
is
it's all right.
it's 5k. I mean, yeah, it's got barrier, but it's 2 drop. I mean, I guess it would be too much for it to be a 1 drop.
Yeah, it can never be a one drop blocker barrier.
Yeah, but I mean, it's only got 5k.
It's in the same range that Yajirobe is, but
Yeah,
Yajirobe has
Yajirobe
revenge.
has revenge, and is
But
Yajirobe higher than 5k?
no, it's
Or is it
5k.
5k? Yeah.
But this obviously can never be removed. So it's there once you play it, it's there until you block it with it.
Yeah, yeah. But it also requires 2 blue. I mean, maybe if it
That's
required 1 blue, then it'd be.
that might be an investment that people are willing to pay to have a blocker there. But this is obviously for
Yeah, yeah.
drafting as well.
It's one of those. Yeah,
Like they do print cards in the set. Like I think we talked about this even last episode, the episode before, where we talk about they do print cards that just jank, but they're because there's a draft inside of this game.
yep, yep. I mean, in every set, in every card game, you have various jank cards.
Yeah, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Jank is just to fill the set. Like
Yeah. Okay. Next up, so you were saying Son Goku, vanilla 20k.
so this is the Union Fusion card. So for anyone who doesn't know how Union Fusion works, you have to pitch two cards with the same power and
Wait,
cost.
wait, what? No, I'm talking about the 20k vanilla.
Yeah, that is for Union Fusion.
Oh, right,
So
right, right. It's
to
right.
Union Fuse, you need to use two cards with the same power and cost. So there's a Vegeta version of this card. That's why this card just seems so just plain.
Yeah, it's fine. Next we have Resolute Strength Son Goku, the 4 drop blue evolve, 1 blue. Blue Super Saiyan Son Goku with an energy cost of 2 or more, so you can have this vanilla one that we just looked at. Barrier, burst 5. When this card evolves into this card, choose 1 card from your life and place it in your drop area. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less, ignoring barrier, and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. Then choose 1 Deadly Defender Vegeta from your deck or drop area and play it. Then shuffle your deck.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it gets rid of that barrier blocker we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, it does. Also, Deadly Defender Vegeta is a good card. So
Yeah, this is what 20k. It doesn't have double strike or anything, but it's a 1 cost evolve, so
yeah,
pretty good. Yeah, you get removal, you get an extra card on board.
it's Burst 5 though, which is a little heavy.
Yeah, especially with that other card that was leaked. Next up, Sure Strike Son Gohan, 3 drop, 2 requirement again. Once per turn, when this card attacks, choose up to 1 Dragon Ball card in your deck and place it in your drop area. If you place a Dragon Ball card in your drop area, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, return it to its owner's hand, and if that card has an original energy cost of 3 or less, switch this card to active mode.
It's good. Like you play it in the Blue Wish deck if you're playing it. 19,000 power is strong as well.
Wait, what? But
What?
it's an auto,
Yeah.
so it comes out inactive anyway.
What do you mean it comes out negative? It's when this card attacks.
Oh right, yeah, of course, yeah. Sorry. just yeah, okay, yeah. When it's card, alright, sure. That's fine. So I just had a, yeah, when.
So when it attacks, it bounces a card that costs. If it bounces one that costs 3 or less, then you switch to active again.
Yep, and being 19 means it's more than 15. So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah. I mean, I guess it could be 16, but whatever.
Meh.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, sorry, I just had a brain fart there. I was like, it comes out in active. Okay, when it attacks. Great Saiyaman, Town Hero, super combo, sparking 5. When you combo with this card, if your leader is blue, draw 1 card. 0-10k, so
again,
pretty much
it's one
same.
of the Wish super combos.
It's a Saiyan, alright? Is it a Saiyan?
Yeah, Saiyan F1.
Saiyan, and it's a Son of Gohan Adolescence, which
Could mean
actually
something.
has some uses. Yeah.
Playing a boo deck.
Key Barrage Sun Goten. At the end of your turn, return this card to the owner's hand. One drop
Mm,
10k.
Meh. It's alright.
Yeah, it's alright. Pretty good for drafting, this would be.
Yeah.
Just constant pressure on your opponent.
Yeah.
Deadly Defender Vegeta. This is the one that is brought out by was it a Gogeta card?
No, the Goku.
Goku. Oh yeah,
Resolute Strength Son
Resolute
Goku.
Strength on Goku. Barrier. During your opponent's turn, if your leader card is blue and this card is in rest mode, your opponent's card can't attack leader cards, and this card gets minus 5k. So that Goku brings out, well, the blue. I mean,
Their new bodyguard.
yeah, kind of
But
like Vegito.
Blue also have two of them now, which is
Yeah,
scary.
and this one comes out free from that one
Yeah.
cost evolve.
I like even if that card didn't exist, I think it's really weird that they allowed Blue to have two of a card, like two of a card that's very strong.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
yeah. Well, when Black got it, we thought, oh, okay, this is good. But they're doing this same card for every color, except yeah, Blue already has one.
yeah, which I think super. It looks like it's a little bit of design of sight, but
I don't know.
I
I think would you play both?
I think I would.
Okay,
Like,
because I mean, I think Vegeta on balance, Vegito is better on balance.
I I think the problem with that is if you ever print a leader kind of like SS3 that can like generate advantage, or even a leader that's just a little bulky, you
Yeah,
then get decks when they play four of this and four of the other one, or they play like 3 and 3, or four of Vegito and two of this.
yeah.
At worst, it's a free drop 20k with barrier, which is already okay, but then when it attacks, it then stops your leader from being hit.
I mean,
With
I think I
Vegeta,
would play this if I was playing. I would be tempted to play both if I was playing that Goku because the Goku brings us out for free.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that Goku needs a little bit of setup, but yeah, still, it's okay. Like it's gonna be a good card. You'll probably play it when Vegito goes inevitably.
Yeah, I guess it's splashable as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a Vegeta saying, yeah, no, nothing else there. It's rare as well. Were they all rare?
I'm not too sure if they were all rare, but I assume if this one's rare, they'll all be rare.
Yeah. Well, this one's shiny. Next up, Super Saiyan Vegeta. So this is the other one you're talking about.
Yeah.
20k vanilla.
So these are printed so you have more cards to Union, more blue cards to use Union Fusion into Gogetos.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure we'll get more of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Key Barrage Trunks. When you play this card, you may choose one card in your life and add it to your hand. If you do, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and return it to its owner's hand.
This card's insane.
It doesn't even have a 2 specified blue cost. It's 1 specified blue cost. It's 10k.
It is self-awakening
Self-awakening removal. Like any removal. You can bounce that Perfect Force cell to their hand.
Like, if this cost 3, I think it would have been fine. I think at 2, it's a little too cheap.
Yeah.
You can play this with
even at 3, it would be good.
You can play this with Mighty Mask and search it.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go, guys. But yeah, no, even at 3, I think it would be good. 2 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's a common, so... Yeah, it'll be cheap as well.
Yeah.
Vexing Outcome Veku. Is it Veku?
Yeah.
Yeah. Union Fusion, Son Goku and Vegeta. Activate main when this card... Sorry, place this card in your drop area. Choose up to 1 each of blue Super Saiyan Son Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta with energy cost of 2 from your deck and add them to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. And if you played this card using Union, draw 1 card. So this is just any Goku and any Vegeta.
No, it doesn't shoot search any
Oh wait, no, no,
Goku.
it's not. It's not. It's specific Son Goku, right?
It searches for the blue Super Saiyan Son Goku from this set and the blue
Yeah,
Super Saiyan
but the
Vegeta.
Union Fusion is any Son Goku, any Vegeta.
Yeah, but you'll never Union Fuse this. Like the way you use this card is you play it for two, you use it to finger deck two cards, and then you set up for your Gogeta fusion later on in the game.
Yeah, it's a 2-drop plus 2 essentially.
Yeah, plus one. Because you unless you Union Fusion it, you don't draw.
Oh yeah, but you're still adding 2, right?
Yeah, but then you have to play a card and lose it, so it's a plus one.
Okay, it's on the board now. Okay, sure. Um, but it's a 1-cost 10k combo as well, which is interesting as it's just a 2-drop and it's a 10k power.
Yeah, that I thought was weird as well.
So I mean, you're not actually losing. This is one of the few cards where it doesn't matter if you combo with it or attack with it. I feel. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of them, you eat like the attack is worth more than the combo.
I guess I don't see where you're exactly coming from. I
Like
feel
so,
like
usually cards with a 1-cost 10k combo or 15 power. So if it's on the board, for example, attacking with it is you get more value out of it if you attack with it because it's 15
I guess, but I feel
rather
like the
than
reason this card exists is so you can play it, search for two pieces, and then once you've got the two pieces, all your other copies aren't dead. But I'd rather them be 0-5Ks.
yeah, yeah.
Like this is only ever going to be used to play early game swinger and attack and then sack it off like you would in Mighty Mask. It is
Yeah, yeah,
exactly Mighty Mask, in fact.
yeah. It actually
But
is. Yeah,
it searches for less targets. It's a more restrictive Mighty Mask.
but it's blue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They've given blue other broken cards, but no, they can't have a Mighty Mask. Okay, let's move on. Very rant.
Quick thinking Go Tanks. Crits, Union Fusion, Goten, and Trunks Youth. It's 2 blue to bring them up. Auto, when you play this card with Union, draw 2 cards. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card.
I think this card's good.
It's very good. It's yeah.
Like
It
you can play
replaces
this in
itself.
you can play this in red blue pan. No, it's only because when I first saw this card, I was like, this would be really interesting if you could find a way to play Mighty Mask in the same deck as this card.
Yeah, and then you can search your Goten and your Trunks out.
And then Union Fusion them into this, and then you draw 2 cards, which replaces the 2 cards you used to Union Fusion it.
Yeah, and then when you attack, it's crit and you draw 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is really good. I mean, I'm thinking you can just blue is just so strong. Why?
Yeah, they just give blue good cards.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, they might not be completely busted. There might not be that many busted combos, but it's just generally at a higher standard. I feel.
Yeah.
Next up, North Kai Keeping Watch, super combo. If your leader card is blue, life is 4 less, draw 1 card. So this is a.
It's just again.
It's a worse Piccolo.
Is it a worse Piccolo?
Oh no, it's got the 0-10k, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't. Piccolo has 12k power though.
Yeah, but I'd also argue Piccolo having 12k power is maybe not for Piccolo. Like there are certain classes where you could probably search it for under 10k. Supreme Kai from set 3, I believe, can search this. I don't think it changes all that much, to be fair. Like every what's it called? Color got one of these.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter all that much.
I mean, it'll probably just make Piccolo cheaper, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, South Kai Keeping Watch. 2 cost blocker, 15k though.
Yeah, this god's alright. This helps promote a god deck, which I actually quite like. I think the Beerus kind of god deck is kind of cool.
Just the crap load of god blockers.
Well, yeah, you can play a crap load of god blockers, but there's also a lot of god support cards.
Yeah, no, there are.
Like gods actually have their own like check the top 3, add 1 to your hand and stuff like that.
Yeah. Piccolo
So it's
is
interesting.
also a god.
Yeah, it's interesting when they print cards like this because inevitably they can print like maybe a Zeno that has stuff to do with gods.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
nice, nice
the next card's
card.
really good.
I mean, it's I think it's really good in draft.
Yeah. By the way, the next card's my favorite card in the set.
Sky Keeping Watch. 1 drop barrier. When you combo with this card, choose up to 1 card in your opponent's combo area and return it to its owner's hand.
So this is an upgrade on Jacko to some extent. I don't know why this card's printed because it doesn't do anything different from Jacko except from it's a god.
Yeah, no.
And I was
I
looking at
mean,
this and I was just
it's
like,
got barrier.
but Barry only works on
Yeah,
like
I mean, only if I mean you could cast it, I guess, and then you have a. I don't know why you would, but
why would you ever want to play this unless you were gonna play it to then use Great Priest on it?
yeah.
Which was the first thought that came out, and I was like, cool, I can make a god deck. I can play 4 of these out. You can never remove them, and I can Great Priest them all back. But other than that, this card has no reason to exist, and I love it.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
this is
yeah.
exactly the same thing as Jacko. Like I even got a copy of. I have a copy of Jacko in front of me.
Yeah, I'm looking at a copy of Jacko right now as
Yeah.
well.
When you combo with this card, choose 1 card in your opponent's combo area, return it to their hand.
It's
Why
exactly the
does this
same
card
tech.
exist? Yeah.
Except Jacko is a 3 cost. Yeah, 16k power. You know what? Jacko has won games. The 16k power is weirdly strong.
I'm sure he has, but he's not a god. He's a galactic patrolman.
That's true.
Nothing searches galactic patrolman. Hey, you know what? Here's another one, and you can tell I've been on Pan this week. If you can play Gawasu in the deck and then play Vardos as your super combo, now you can search 4 Vardos and 4 of this.
Yeah.
And then you have Zeno in that deck as well, so you can search Zeno as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Hey.
Let's move on to the next card.
Sky Keeping Watch. 1 drop blue. When you play this card, draw 1 card. And also, during your turn, when your opponent plays a battle card, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it at the bottom of their deck.
Okay, I promise this is the last time I'm going to mention this. So they knew Pan was going to be broken from the last card, so they made a card that counts as Pan. No, but
Yeah,
seriously,
it does stop Pan going off in your turn.
what is this card? This card is weird because it actually stops things like Master Roshi as well. And Topo.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. Topo.
it
doesn't stop them, but
sorry,
it makes playing them
makes them a neg one. That it stops Videl from martial arts tournament as well because she's a red when you negate her play. Yeah, but Shigesh has already been kind of stopped by Konoha.
Yeah, of course. But it's just something else. It's just another thing to stop Shigesh.
Yeah, but I wouldn't side this to stop my opponent playing Shigesh.
No, but would you not just? You would possibly main this card over Konoha.
Well, I'd main this card over Boo.
Yeah.
That's the point. This card's a Boo replacement.
Yeah, definitely. It's just
good,
better than. I mean, the only thing about Boo is that it's 5k, so you can attack the 3 blockers or whatever like the cabbers or whatever they have.
I guess so, but then the other thing I have about this is, and this isn't a joke now, this is actually a god, which means you can play like a Gawasu in a deck, and they coherently search each other.
Yeah.
And if you're playing blue, then you can search a super combo, other Gawasus in this, and that can just be a small engine in and of itself.
God deck.
Not even a god deck, just 4 of this, 4 Gawasu, 4 Piccolo, and maybe 4 of another god that you probably play. And yeah, it's actually a pretty good engine coming from these Kais.
Nice. You can have like West Kai as well if you want to play mono blue and ramp up the extra energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, this is a really good card. Really good card.
The set's turned out pretty good, to be fair.
King Yema, Soul Supervisor, 2-drop blue, 1 specified cost. When you play this card, you may choose 2 non-black battle cards from your opponent's drop area and place them at the bottom of your opponent's deck in any order. If you do, draw 1 card.
I don't really get this card, to be fair.
It's just one of those draft cards, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, a draft card, I guess, but it doesn't really do much. I don't think there's any combos that specifically you'd want to own with the card. Maybe the new freezer stuff.
I mean, I guess is it like it's drop control, so you can manipulate your opponent's drop area to make sure they can't do specific overwhelms.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's that. Uh, Next one we have, I don't know how to say this, Psyche Demon,
Yeah, I guess.
rocking out. One drop auto. When you play this card, choose one. Look up to the top 7 cards and choose up to one Janemba among them and add it to your hand. Or look up to one card from the bottom of your deck, choose up to one Janemba card among them and add it to your hand. So, I mean, you're going to be stacking cards to your bottom if you want to use
Yeah,
the second effect.
well, that's what Janemba does, and this is really good Janemba support.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And, if you haven't set up, then you can always look at top 7. So
yeah,
this is. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is really good, but I feel like they've opened this option for similar cards. So we have a lot of look at the top 7.
yeah. But all the look at the top 7 cards we have are very generic. Like, look at the top 7 for Son Goku is incredibly generic, even though
Even
it
though
looks
there
for
are
one.
loads of Goku cards.
No, but that's what makes it generic is the fact that there are loads of Son Goku cards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Janemba is only in this set, and even if they print 10 Janemba cards, you're not playing 4 of each of those Janemba cards, more than
Okay,
likely.
sure.
And assuming he doesn't get another set's worth of support, it's not that insane.
He might do. I mean, we're gonna hope that he does because it means Bandai have run this game for long enough to actually need to print more Chinembas.
Yeah, but that would be in the future. It won't be next set.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, no.
if in 2 years there's more, like 2 years there's no rotation and there's more Janemba support, that's fine because in 2 years every other deck's got a chance to grow.
Yeah.
If next set they announce, oh yeah, Janemba's blue again, that's when there'll be a problem, and I doubt they'll do that.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no, that's good. But good support for Janemba.
Should we skip the next card or wait and do it now?
We'll do it now. We'll do it now.
Okay.
So this is one of the super rares that was revealed. You know what? We'll skip this. We'll skip this. We'll do the super rares together.
Yeah.
4-drop Phantom Strike Janemba. It's a 4 specified cost as well. Crit. When this card is sent from the battle area to warp, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. Then look at the bottom card of your deck and add up to one Janemba card from it to your hand. Activate main. Send this card to its owner's warp. If your opponent has 4 or more energy and Janemba card isn't in play in your battle area, choose up to one Janemba card with an energy cost of 5 from your hand and play it.
So this one's meant to work with the SR that we just skipped over. We skipped over the SR because they announced 5 SRs together.
Yeah, yeah.
It works with that. It's actually a really cool card when you see how the Janemba cards all work together. So I think we'll go through a little bit more.
So the Activate main.
Yeah.
So this is a Janemba card.
Mm-hmm.
The Activate main says if your opponent has 4 more energy and Janemba card isn't in play in your battle area.
So you
So
fulfill the first part of the ability.
So the
before the
warping
semicolons.
is a cost in a sense.
It's not a cost, but it's the first part of the ability. I guess you could call it a cost, but it's the first part of the ability you activate. So you do the ability in sequence. So send this card to your warp. If your opponent has 4 more energy and Janemba isn't in play, when it checks for that part of the ability, it's already in the warp.
Sure.
So it means if you had 2 Janembas in play and you use this ability, it does nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. Fine. That's fine. It's just this game is the rulings and the sequences are a bit weird sometimes, but
I think they're fine if you've played any other game that this is stealing all the mechanics from.
Yeah. But I mean, what I was saying is that basically because it's one single effect, so you could it just depends on when it goes to what. But what you said makes sense, and I'm sure that's how it's designed to work. Next we have Childish Heart Janemba. Evolved to Psyche Demon, so that was the 1-drop we saw earlier. Barrier, activate main, cost 1 blue. Choose up to one Janemba card from your deck and send it to the warp. Then shuffle your deck and place this card at the bottom of its owner's deck. Choose up to one Janemba card with an energy cost of 4 in your warp and play it. So you're basically, you can warp a forecast, put this to the bottom, and then play the forecast.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you would have. So you could play this Phantom Strike Janemba. And then you get this Childish Heart Janemba back, basically.
Yeah, like I said, they kind of there's a term for this kind of deck where they focus on having one creature there all the time, and he does all the work for you, and they don't focus on swarming the board. I can't remember what it's called though. I'll remember the concept's called later, but
Like
no, I think this
Boojin.
card's really cool. It's kind of like Booj. It's the same concept as Boojins, where Boojins would have one or two monsters out, and it'd be protect those monsters with everything you have.
Yeah.
The whole deck would be focused on protect that card.
Yeah, no, I like this sort of new not really mechanic, but new sort of the way a deck works.
Yeah.
Introducing it to the game, it's something unique to the game so far.
So we can go to the next card. Oh my god.
Oh
It's
yeah,
broken.
Dimension
broken.
Magic.
We already went over this, but it's just broken. Like,
yeah, we looked at this already. Was it last week or a couple of weeks ago?
can't remember.
Yeah, yeah, great. Just don't play Weeds Coercion anymore.
No, you play 4 of each, man.
Okay, yeah, okay. 8 negates. Call of Justice, Desire card. When your leader card is a blue Shenron card, choose one of your leader cards and switch it to active mode.
So this is the guy I was talking about. So obviously you use your wish ability. Your Gohan goes to 30k critical, and then you play and switch 3 energy to active, and you play a bunch of these and keep attacking with Gohan.
But let me just go back to Gohan. That is not okay. I've messed this up. Let me blue. Yeah. Okay, so Gohan. So this card gets 15k and critical for the duration of the turn.
Yep.
And then you flip it over, so it goes back to 10k.
Yeah.
So you end up with a 25k crit, yeah? No, you would lose crit.
Why do you lose crit?
You're flipping it over, would you not lose crit?
It doesn't flip over until the end of the turn.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I need to read the cards. But flip this card over at the end of turn. Yes. Okay.
So let's assume the best case scenario, you do all your stuff, you have 4 Call of Justice in hand, 8 mana up, and then you attack with Gohan 5 times. Which is still pretty scary for your opponent to have to deal with 5 critical not critical double strike, critical 30k attacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, obviously, that won't happen. You'll probably get 2 off. But I think the game plan for this deck would be able to set up a couple of decent minions and just attack twice or 3 times your leader for 30k critical.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think he's got, other than Shenron plus other cards, not including Shenron, I think he's got one of the best wish abilities. Like, one I actually think will deal damage to your opponent, like actually force cards out their hand, because 30k critical is scary.
It is, yes.
And then if you can be like, oh, combo champer, now it's 40k critical for 1 mana.
Yeah, double strike.
Yeah, and it's critical double strike, and then, oh, Call of Justice, untap it.
Oh, and then it would keep, does it keep double strike? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't keep
it's just
double
the
strike.
battle, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
God, imagine if it kept it for the turn.
Yeah, that'd be insane. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Good card. I like the art on this one as well for some reason.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Soul Punisher. Activate battle. If your leader card is Gogeta, it gains 15k battle power and critical for the duration of the battle.
Which is, it's fine.
It's really good.
Well,
why would you combo any 10k? I mean, this is your.
Yeah, but we could say the same thing about loads of people combos. It's whether Gogeta as a leader is play.
Yeah, no, sure.
Hirudegan's signature move card literally neg ones your opponent on combo
Yeah,
and gives you 10k. No one plays that in Hirudegan, and that's one of the best leaders in the game.
that is true.
So if Gogeta isn't a good leader, no one's gonna
Yeah,
play
I
this
guess I
card.
mean if this was some sort of battle card with an auto which had this effect, then
Yeah.
it'd be good. But as an extra, it's not as good. But yeah, and
So
this is Gogeta leader in this set? It's not even printed in this set, is it? So this
no,
is
he's start that card.
so this is
The
there
same
another
thing,
Gogeta leader?
not yet, but the same thing happened with Colossal Warfare, where they printed the Goku lineage 10 times Kamehameha
Yeah.
card,
Oh yeah.
and
I
yeah,
mean, I
that
was just
can that
thinking about. I'm just thinking about draft. This would be
yeah,
useless
this
in
would be a
draft.
completely useless card in draft.
Yeah.
Actually, saying that, no, it might not be. There might be one more leader left,
Yeah, they could be. They could be.
but Janemba is rare, so maybe there isn't.
Mm. But okay, let's look at the super rares. So
Yep,
we have Yamcha at 100%. Activate main. Once per turn, burst 5. If your leader card is a red Earthling, that's just Yamcha at the moment, right?
and Pan.
Pan, yeah. For the duration of the turn, this card gets 6k power, so it goes to 25. Can't have its attack negated and deals 2 damage to the opponent's life when it KOs an opponent's battle card.
So actually, I thought about it. There might actually be a couple others. There's Pilaf as well, so the Wish leader can use.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's probably a Gohan card or something.
25k. I mean, it's like Miraculous Comeback
So
Gohan.
for a quick
Well,
summary, there's
you can't have it. It's attack negated though. So.
yeah. Just for a quick summary, there's Hercule, there's
Oh, right.
Yamcha,
Yeah, of
there's
course.
Pilaf, and there's Pan. And those are the four red ones that are
Yep.
human Earthlings.
Hercule.
But this card's good. Burst 5 is a little high,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Burst 5 for the exchange that your opponent can't negate the attack
Yep.
is insane. Plus 6k makes it 25.
Yeah, I mean, your opponent can't negate the attack, so if you attack their, like, Cabba or something.
They can still combat out of it, though, but,
Wait.
like, I'll go back to one last time. If you use this in Pan, it becomes and this is the first card you play, it's a 30k attack against one of their guys that if it KOs it, will deal them 2 damage. It can't be negated, and it's not that hard to combat out of it either. Sorry, I meant combo to a point where your opponent just has to.
They have to take the life.
They either have to take the life or just dump their entire hand. Like
Yeah.
if you put
Well,
40k,
even if you play this on Pan, and then it gains 6 power, so it will be on 30k. So your
yeah,
opponent's dropping a lot of cards anyway.
like 30k into 15, maybe not so much. 30k into a 5k in a meta where people are playing these 5ks, 30, that's 25 that they have to, not 25, 30k they have to guard.
Yeah.
That's a lot to stop a free drop.
Yeah.
And all it did is make you mill 5. That's not even that bad.
Yeah. Good card, no. Good card.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. MCU Gohan exists, but this is something different. This is different.
I think the thing with MCU Gohan is it costs 6 to play unless you have 4 less cards in your hand.
4 less, yeah.
And then when you have 4 less cards in your hand, then you can't combo that much.
Yeah, so this is better in Pan because you draw as well.
Yeah.
Next, this is the 5-drop Janemba. Infernal Chain Janemba, 5 specified blue cost. Critical, when you play this card, you can't play Infernal Chain Janemba for the duration of the turn. Okay. Sparking 10, activate main, place this card at the bottom of its owner's deck. If your leader card is Evil Incarnate, that's only Janemba, right? At the moment.
Yeah, there are 2 Janemba leaders though. So.
Yeah. Choose up to 1 Janemba card from your warp with an energy cost of 4 and play it.
I think this card's a little I think it's very overrated. I think it costs 5.
Yeah. So only 1 Janemba leader can play it.
Well, no, there's two Janemba leaders in the game.
Yeah, but the other
Well,
one doesn't let you play anything above 4 cost.
no, it's five or less.
Is it 5 or less?
Yeah, for four, it's five or less.
We'll have a look. But, yeah, I mean, again, you've got that motif of putting it to the bottom of your deck.
Just to quickly check, it is five or less. I
It's
just
5
checked.
or less. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So it can play this.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and you're
It's
warping cards with the Janemba effects anyway, so you can.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
just it does it. It does what it needs to do.
yeah. I mean, it floats. I mean, it feels like it can build a lot of momentum because it kind of floats every turn and stuff, but you can disrupt it as well.
I like the fact that they put in the ability that when you play this card, you can't play another copy of it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like stop shenanigans before they happen.
yeah. It's good. Well done, Bandai. Um, nice art as well. I think this will look really nice.
I think all the SRs in this set look
Yeah.
really good.
What does the Yamcha look like? Um,
Even the
mm,
Yamcha looked awesome.
yeah. Next is Super 17, Cell Absorbed. Critical, dual attack, deflects. Wow. And auto, sparking 10. When this card attacks, if your leader is a green android card, your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and places them in the drop area. This is dual attack critical and deflects.
So they've kind of confirmed. We saw it in the trailer that there is an android.
I think we lost you there.
I said so. We've confirmed that there is a Super 17 lead.
Leader in the trailer, right?
Yeah, we saw it in the trailer.
Yeah.
So there are three like leaders you can use this with.
Yeah.
It's also just really strong.
It is really strong. I mean, you're dropping 2 cards from your opponent's hand per attack, and it has 2. Also, it's critical,
Mm-hmm.
so they're gonna either want to you're denying them like potentially like, what 6 cards.
Yeah, because they drop two no matter what, and they still have to defend a 20k critical attack.
Yeah, which
The only problem with
will
this,
which will take at least 1 card.
yeah, the only problem with this card is it's 6. But for anyone who doesn't know, Super 17 from the anime absorbed like another version of 17 absorbed 117 and it turns to Super 17. So there'll probably be a Union absorb for this card, and then that would make it insane.
Yeah. So what anime is this from? This is Heroes or something.
GT.
Oh,
No,
GT.
well, this card in particular is from Heroes.
Yeah.
This never happened in the anime, but Super 17 in general is from GT.
Sure. Okay. Don't know why. I think I must have just blocked GT from my mind. But yeah. Next, Freezer back from hell. 3 cost. 2 yellow specified. Permanent. Only 1 Freezer back from hell can be played in your battle area. Activate main. Once per turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier. It can't switch to active mode until the start of your next turn. And also activate main once per turn, sparking 7. Your opponent has 7 or more cards in rest mode. If your leader card is a yellow Shenron, and this card is in rest mode, deal 1 damage to your opponent.
So this card either is really broken or really bad.
It's one of those cards where, yeah, it has a very strong ability, but also has a high requirement.
Oh, I don't think it does. I think it's really broken, assuming they like. So when I first read this card, I thought it was terrible. And then I remembered that energy count as cards and rest.
Oh, hell. Oh, yeah, 7 or more cards in rest mode.
So if your opponent has like 4 energy and like 3 battle cards, it means your opponent has to constantly make sure they never have 7 of anything.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I didn't notice that. I just assumed it was battle cards.
Yeah, so did I. That's exactly what I did.
Seven cards. Wow, that's.
But then I thought about it, and I thought your opponent could just never let themselves ever get above 5 energy, and always have at least
Yeah,
one
but
battle
you
card
can
in play.
play. You
That's
can
really
play.
restrictive.
Is it Clan of Terror?
Yeah.
And you play 2 cards in rest.
Well, you don't even need to play Clan of Terror. Like if your opponent's only playing 1 battle card a turn because they're scared that you're gonna, like you force rest one of the battle cards. So even if they just try to play a one-man army kind of, that's what it is, one-man army, a
Yeah.
one-man army kind of game, you
Yeah.
rest it, and then they can't attack you with their battle cards.
Yeah.
So you have to play a new one, and then you rest that one, and then they've got 7, so suddenly you deal 1 damage to them.
Yeah. Yeah. This
And if
card is really strong.
and when they kill this, then you can use the desire card to bring it back.
It's also Frieza's army.
Yeah. Well, Freeze Zombie doesn't change that much.
Frieza's
Well, it
can.
does.
Yeah, no, because was it Golden Frieza? Does that mean
It,
Frieza's army?
yeah, it does, but you wouldn't sack this off with Golden Freezer.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
Like the better one, you can't add it with the 1-drop freezer either. Really, its only good thing is it's freezer, so you can resurrect it with the freezer card that resurrects card, so you can just keep bringing this back and dealing that damage to your opponent.
Yeah.
And potentially, if you're using, you also need to be using Shenron to deal damage to them, so you need to be playing the Wish Leader.
All right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. You need to be using Sorbet.
Yeah, but if you could find some way to kill this, you could like deal a damage, kill it, bring it back, deal another damage, kill it, bring it back, deal another damage. So I'm gonna be trying to break this.
Yeah. I mean, I think any cards that just deal damage to your opponent automatically are good.
Except from here.
Except for, well, I mean, there's like lightning fast hit does 2, and then is there Vegeta that does one, or is it just when it KOs a battle card? I think.
Yeah, Vegeta when it KOs a battle card deals 1 damage.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I think they have to be careful with these sort of effects.
Speaking of Vegetas, oh god, it's obscene.
Marseille, Black Marseille, the Devastator. 3-cost black card, critical. During your turn, if your leader is black and there are a total of 15 or more Saiyan cards in your and your opponent's drop areas, when this card's attack is negated, or when this card fails to deal damage to your opponent in a battle with their leader card, choose up to 1 card in your opponent's life and send it to their warp.
This card's insane.
So either you crit them or you worse than crit them.
So there's a couple other things about this card. Like, so this is probably the first card in the game that makes your opponent think about traits of their cards while they're deck building.
Yep.
Oh, do I want to play all these sands because Devastator might actually just hit me for a life? Do I actually want to play 4 Trunk Super Combo in my green deck? Or should I play another green Super Combo so that there isn't one right now, but assuming we get one. But do I want to play a non-sand Super Combo so that Devastator doesn't hurt me more?
Yeah.
Like it's super interesting, and I actually love this
Yeah,
card.
no,
But
I like the design of this card. I mean, I think it's a very strong.
it's
Um,
very. Imagine if this
you
card
can
didn't
you
specify
can
a black
block it,
leader.
but oh yeah, if it that'd be ridiculous. I
Can
mean,
you even block
you
it?
can still block it.
Can you?
Yeah, because then the battle becomes with the blocker.
I want to read this card's FAQ just to see, like, if I attempt a battle on your leader, like, so I use the example of like Energy Power Gotenks. That says when this card attacks a leader, your opponent discards a card. But if you block that attack, your opponent still pitches a card.
Okay, no,
Because the auto activates before blocker.
you hang on. So for blocker is you may switch this card to rest mode and change the target of the attack to this card.
That's why I said, like, the FAQ will explain a lot about this card. I assume it doesn't make it incredible. It make it 100 times more broken.
Yeah.
So I assume it works, and if you block it, it doesn't do anything. But I feel like this card's gonna end up being like, oh, if you block it, yeah, your opponent still like takes the damage. This
So
card's
it's
crazy
basically
though. Like,
once you play it, if you don't crushable this thing, you're taking damage.
you're missing one other thing. What happens when your opponent's on 1 life?
Well, you win.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying you win with this card, right?
Yeah.
If there are 15 or more sands in our combined drop areas, and I attack you, and you're on 1 life, you lose.
Yeah.
There's been no card in the game like that. Well, not that's easily set up. Like Zamasu, the big 10-drop Zamasu, could kind of do that. This card is insane.
It is. Like, for what it's capable of doing, it is insane.
Also, you can play this with Black Shenron leader. you can do some funny stuff with that as well. Give
um,
this
but yeah, I mean,
15k triple
with
strike.
all these sparking effects, then having 15 or more Saiyan cards is
That is another thing though. Warp actually kind of stops this.
it does, but yeah, I mean, if you play a
Overrun, I
deck with
mean.
loads of sparking and loads of Saiyans,
Then you won't be playing
then you
Overrealms.
won't be playing Overrealm. Yeah.
And I feel like
So
this deck more lends itself to not this deck, sorry, this card lends itself more to your deck also being a non Overrealm deck.
yeah, I mean, I guess when Set 5 comes out, you'll have to balance your Overrealm and your sparking effects, so that brings another element of deck building into the game, which is good. It's good. Good variation. And what is this?
Yeah,
It's
no.
a super. Yeah, it's a super rare. This is gonna look This is gonna look amazing.
Have you seen the SPR of this?
No.
So they revealed the SPR of this, and it is actually beautiful.
Okay. Um, we'll get to that next week, maybe.
Yeah.
Promo cards. So we have Reality Bender Janemba. Reality Bender Janemba. Okay. Critical deflects. Permanent if your opponent has 4 or more energy. There are battle cards in your opponent's battle area. And there are no battle cards in your battle area. Reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 3. And also, at the end of your turn, place this card at the bottom of its owner's deck and place 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck to their drop area. One card, so potentially a 1-cost crit mill 2.
So this shows the other kind of side of the Janemba deck, which is
Yeah.
making your opponent.
Yeah, making your opponent mill, and then you've got your Janembas keep coming back, basically.
Yeah. I think this card's really good. I think it's very solid. It's also the special pack promo, so the one you'll get from those special packs that come with 4 boosters.
Yes. Yeah, so, I mean, they'll be relatively cheap as well.
It's a
Pick these
very
up.
good promo for like that. For
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, what other promos have there been in those packs? You've got the Demigo from set
increase
4, Increasing
increasing
Evil.
evil, which was good.
Increasing Evil was good.
Yeah,
And then you had what, like a Vegeta or something?
Zamasu and one hit destruction Vegeta, which was good at the time. It was good for a little while.
Yeah. This is decent. This is this is good.
Yeah.
Although, mate, is Increasing Evil? No, I just like Increasing Evil because I played it.
It was really good. Like it was really good for a good point.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, everybody's pal Yamcha. This is TP5.
Yeah. So the next 8 cards are TP5.
Yeah. When this card attacks, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, and choose one Earthling card among them and add it to your hand. So, yes, it's alright.
It doesn't search all that much. It does, however, interestingly enough, search both the new red super combos.
Yes.
So
Searches the new SR Yamcha. Searches itself.
yeah, it's
So,
alright.
It's alright. Demon Sword Janemba. 4-cost. Critical deflect. Activate main. Place this card at the bottom of the owner's deck. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, send it to its owner's warp, and place 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck to their drop area. We've got more mill again.
Again, it's really strong as well.
And it's crit.
Crit deflect.
Crit deflect, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a 4-drop, though. But I'm sure there are ways to play this from the deck or whatever.
You're not playing it for 4, yeah. You're using one of the other Janemba cards to play it. Then you attack for a crit deflect. You attack for a crit. Then you place it to the bottom, warp one of their cards, mill 2, then play the 1-cost Janemba that we just looked at.
Yeah, Janemba's looking really interesting.
It is.
Especially with all these burst 5s running around.
And especially with the fact that it's blue.
I'd say.
So you have Senzubean and Unyielding Trunks.
Yes.
All the broken cards.
Next page. Hyper Training SS Son Goku. Green, 2-cost, activate main, place this card in its owner's drop area. Choose up to one green skillless battle card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your deck or drop area and play it, then shuffle your deck.
I don't even know what cards this can play, to be completely honest.
No, it's not great. I mean, this in foil will look really nice though.
It will. Like, how many skillless battle? You can play the 30Ks? No, it's 2 or less, isn't it? Yeah.
2 or
I don't know
less.
what I don't even know what this plays.
Yeah.
And when I
Well.
don't know what a card plays is, it can play the green Vegeta that's 15k.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just doesn't play anything. It doesn't do anything as far as I'm concerned.
No. Well, well, yeah, no.
It'll look
Nope,
nice and
but
fun.
we're just gonna go on.
Yeah.
Super 17, the Infernal Machine. Double strike. This card's attack cannot be negated. Also, when you play this card, you may choose 2 cards in your hand and place them in your drop area. If you do, your opponent chooses 2 cards in their hand and places them in the drop area. I mean, I like double strike in the permanent.
I think it's very weird to judge this card right now because we don't know what the green stuff does.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean,
So for
that can the same can be said for hyper training Goku.
no, okay, I agree with Hyper Train Go, but I feel like this card will have like it could be like the fact that Super 17 wants to union absorb his union absorbs from the discard pile, or we don't actually know what it does. It also fuels sparking, and we know that
Yeah.
by the SR that it is something to the deck is sparking, but we don't know what it does at this point.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think any card that says this card's attack cannot be negated is actually pretty decent.
Yep. Yeah. I think for a promo with this sort of effect, it must there must be a reason behind it.
And we kind of seen like the Janemba promos in their own environment, they look terrible, but because we've seen the blue cards, we've seen the other cards that help it and contribute to its style.
Sure. I mean, the Super 17s might have graveyard effects.
Yeah.
It's like when this card is sent from your hand to your drop, add 1 card from deck to hand.
Add 117, yeah. But I think in a closed environment, in like its bubble, double strike and its permanent's decent, and you don't have to discard any cards. So you can just play it as a 20k 4-drop. That double strike.
Oh yeah, it says you may choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's you may choose 2, so you have to discard 2. If you
it's 2 or 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not up to 2, which would make it a lot better.
Yeah, it would do, yeah.
Next up, Freezer, striking back. 3 costs yellow. Also, when you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Seen a lot of that with yellow. When this card kills an opponent's battle card, choose up to 1 yellow skillless Freezer's army battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less from your deck or drop and play it.
This plays the 30k Ginyu.
Yep.
I thought this one I noticed that first straight away. I was like, oh, cool. It plays the 30k Ginyu. I can also resurrect it with the Desire card again.
Yes.
So it lends more into that.
Yeah. Pretty good.
I think it's really good.
Yeah. Next, Revived Ravager Vegeta. 3 cost. Black, critical, Overwhelm 3. We have an Overwhelm card in this set. When you play this card with Overwhelm, place up to 3 cards from the top of your deck to your drop area.
Something, but why would anyone play this card?
I don't know. It's a Vegeta Zeno. So
like we've seen the black cards, so it's not like, oh cool, there's Vegeta Zeno support.
No. Yeah.
It's just a worse version of Mirror from the Darkness.
It is, yeah. But I mean, it helps fill up your drop for Overwhelm. I'm trying.
But then I'll just play Marseille and mill 3.
Yes, but when you play Marseille and you mill 3, you can't play like the 5 Overwhelms, or if you play this and then you mill through Marseille next turn or something. Or
no, because the problem with this card is you have to Overwhelm, which means you have to remove all your drop zone.
Yeah.
To then mill 3, so it replaces itself, I guess.
Yeah.
It replaces 3 of the overwhelm cards that you max use.
I
I
mean,
just don't.
you could play this in Demigra.
Again, I just play Mirror from the Darkness if I'm gonna get rid of 3.
No, but then you mill 3 as well, so you can play 2 Overwhelm.
I guess if
But yeah,
your
no.
second
I mean,
overwhelm is
I'm just
overwhelm
trying
of
to
3.
think of something for this card. Yeah, it's not great. You would play Mirror over this.
The only thing I thought about this is maybe another SR in the set will be like, you know how like Bardock got a Bardock Zeno evolve.
Yeah.
I thought they might do that with Vegeta, and he'll get a Zeno evolve when he's like ripped off the mask, like.
Mm,
But I don't know. Like, it'll be interesting to see.
yeah.
I just
Okay.
think this is one of the promos is what I don't like. If it was a set card, I'd be like, okay, cool,
Well, I
yeah,
mean, we've always had like promo cards which are a bit rubbish, but I guess with this one, it's because there are like obvious cards which are just superior.
yeah.
But okay. Next we have Dangerous Journey Bulma. 1 cost black. Auto. When you play this card and your leader is Shenron, it's a Shenron card. Choose up to 3 battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or more in your drop area. So with energy costs of 3 or more in your drop area. Shuffle them into your deck and draw 1 card. It's Pot of Avarice.
That you have to return 3 or more
Yeah,
cards or 3 or more.
yeah.
That's what made this card. By the way, this card will look beautiful in foil,
Oh yeah, because of that sort of
like
rainbowy.
rainbow.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if this could shuffle back anything, like any battle cards, it'd be insane. I think they balanced it very well
yeah,
to make it so it's not just a 4 of in every deck.
yeah. It's I can't think of what you would use this for particularly right now, but it's one of those. It has utility
Yeah,
and it's splashable, so it's one of those cards that might spike in the future potentially.
yeah,
Maybe
definitely.
I don't know. I mean, your lead has to be a Shenron though, so
Well, any of the wish leaders gonna be
yeah,
Shenrons, and there's Shenrons on both sides as well. So
yeah. But yeah, potentially good.
yeah, I think this card's
2-star ball, Dragon Ball. Activate main, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less and KO it. It's I
I
mean
think this card's
this will also look nice in foil.
it will, but I think this card's just I think this card I will probably collect 1 of each of the Dragon Balls if they're going to do this with them.
Yeah.
Especially if they're going to come out in foil because they look nice. But I don't understand why anyone would want to play 1 mana KO battle card when I can play 0 mana draw card,
Yeah.
which will always be better.
Well, this
I
this is
guess
also KO an energy cost of 2 or less.
yeah. What I was going to say is you don't have to be playing a Shenron card to play this card.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Which the normal Dragon Balls you have to have a Shenron leader.
Yeah.
So I guess you could use this as a side deck card. But then why not just play the new BCC Goku, which is a battle card, but when you play it, you can play it for free, for 1, and it KOs a
Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll add Dragon Ball
player's
effects
card.
to non-Shenron leaders in the
Hmm?
future. Maybe they'll add Dragon Ball effects to non-Shenron leaders in the future.
Well, that's exactly what I think this card is. But then
Yeah.
I've seen the 1-star Dragon Ball, and that doesn't have the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see where they go with this.
It's cool. All right,
It's all right, but you shouldn't really play it. Fortune Teller Baba Earth's Seer. 1-drop red. When you play this card, choose up to 1 of your Earthling cards in your lead area or battle area, and it gains 5k for the duration of the turn. And also, when you combo with this card from the battle area, draw 1 card, then choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it gains -5 power for the duration of the turn. So it's a 10k combo against the battle card.
it does pretty much exactly what kind of what's the name? It's a bit of an upgrade on Russian Warrior Pan.
Yeah.
However
And you
good
can
that
play
is.
this in Pan as well because it's Earthling.
Yeah, but then Russian Warrior Pan's any red leader rather than any Earthling.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're playing Pan, then you would.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, it
Like
doesn't have to be a red Earthling leader, so you can play this with Krillin.
Oh, that is true. Yes, it doesn't have to be a red Earthling leader. Once you leave red, the Earthling leaders actually open up a lot because all Gohan and Goten and
Hercule.
Go.
Are both Hercules red? No, one's green.
No, one's green.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like all of Gohan's son and Trunks and all of them, like they're all
Oh yeah,
Earthlings.
yeah. So
Go.
yes, Universe 7 Gohan. Play this
Yeah,
and that.
yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Oh, these are the dashback
Oh
cards, by the
yeah,
way.
this is
That
Dashback. That was yeah. So this is the first Dashback one. Um,
No, the next
the
card is very
art's not
interesting.
that great on this one, but yeah. Janemba, Super Dashback. This is the leader.
We're getting a dashback leader, which is
Is it going to be foil on both sides?
that's what one of the things I was curious about. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. I hope it is. It'd be really nice.
Yeah, it
Anyway,
would.
permanent. You can't include cards with an energy cost of 5 or more in your deck. Yeah. So you can't play that super rare because it's a
Yeah, you
5
can.
cost. No, you can't
Oh,
include cards with 5 or more.
oh, sorry, I read that wrong. I thought it said more than. Yeah, no, I read that wrong before. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
But I guess that you don't really need to include that number for the mill theme
But
anyway.
still, it's Janemba. But yeah. When this card attacks, draw one card and place 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck to drop area. This is unawakened. Like, just you don't
Yeah,
even need to attack a leader. It's just attack.
this card's insane. Like, I think attack draw card is just crazy.
Yeah, attack draw card. I mean, it's unawakened, and then you mill 2. When your life is 4 or less, you may choose 2 cards in your energy and switch them to active mode. On tap 2. And on the other side, same auto. When this card attacks, draw a card and mill 2 of your opponent's deck. When this card is attacked, you may place 1 card from your hand to your drop area. If you do, negate the attack and negate the skill for the duration of the game. Again, I feel like one of the themes in this set is that the unawakened side is stronger, but the awakened side isn't necessarily stronger. Do you know what I mean?
I think this card it's awakened side just does what the front side did, right?
Yeah, which is good. I mean, it's really strong for unawakened. For the awakened side, it's still a strong ability, but it's not. It's within the levels of the other awakened leaders
Yeah.
as well. And you get a free negate.
It's not a free negate.
Well,
You have to pick the
you have
cards.
to pitch one.
Like it's the same thing I hate about a Goten card where it has a skill that you negate for the duration of the game. And there is a card that exists that allows you to do this once per turn in the form of the U7 Goku leader.
Yeah.
That was pitch 2, negate an attack for the duration of the turn.
But this one, yeah, you basically get a 1 card negate for it's a 1 blue card as well.
Mm-hmm.
For the game, so
I feel like you'll play this in Janemba deck and you'll use it to mill. At some point, you'll play the Defender Gohan, and not Gohan, the Vegeta or Vegito, the new bodyguards, and then you'll just keep making your opponent mill. Like, how many times? Legitimately, this card only has to attack 16 times, and then your opponent has no deck?
Yes. And that's assuming they don't play any burst skills.
Yeah. Or assuming you don't play any other mill 2 cards.
Yeah.
You only have to make your opponent mill 16 times, and that's not including them.
That's not including like when they draw, when they play super combos.
When they draw, when they play super combos, when they attack.
Yeah.
So if your opponent should just never touch their deck, you played in some weird game state where they could never add cards to their hand, you have to attack 16 times. That's not so bad. Like, this mill Janemba deck is a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, you got Dimension Magic as well, and Senzu Bean.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're gonna survive.
Next we have Inferno Forged Hellfighter 17. Dual attack. 19k. So.
Nah.
Yeah.
So some things to point out about this. It's not an Android 17 card.
Yeah, it's an android machine mutant.
No, its character name isn't
Oh,
Android
sorry. Oh,
17.
yeah, it's Hellfighter 17.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, I'd like to start off by if this card's name was Android 17, this would be the best Android 17 card in the game.
Yeah, because I mean, you would just play it for two, right?
You play it for two and it become a 24K. So you'd
Yeah,
be like 24K, 24K,
yeah.
which probably wouldn't change. Like dual text on an Android 17 would be cool, but until we see the rest of the green cards, we again can't evaluate this card too much. We
Yeah,
might need this as an integral part of the combo to
sure.
do something.
Yeah, but I think it's good that they made it Hellfighter 17,
Yeah, of
just so,
course.
just so
But
that it just fits
that's
the
the
theme
character's
of the
name.
deck.
Yeah.
Okay. Negating Fist, Super Saiyan Blue, Sun Goku. 2 cost, yellow. Counter attack, negate the attack. Activate main. Sorry, what? Play this card. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So you play this card for 2 to negate, like a Roshi, but it costs 2. Activate main, 3 yellow. Place this card in your drop area. Choose 1 yellow skillless Saiyan battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less from your deck, or drop and play it. Then shuffle your deck. It's another yellow negate, which hits
Yeah.
the board. It's 15 as well.
It tap free, kill it, then play a yellow skillless
Skills.
Saiyan,
Yeah.
which is bad because you invested 5 mana into this.
Yes. 5
So
yellow as well.
yeah, 5 yellow mana into doing
Yeah.
that, which isn't. I don't think it's very good.
No.
I think if it is played, it'll be played simply as a negate because it is a negate. Play a 15K guy,
Yeah.
which is better than Roshi, was 1K, I believe.
Roshi's 5k.
He's 5K. Okay,
Yeah.
give Roshi.
But I mean, you just
Little,
play Topo.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Topo's two. That's another thing to think of. Topo is 2 red and brings out a 20K that has a good ability.
Yeah. Which doesn't
So
cost any more energy.
yeah.
So, and this is yellow as well. So, if this was a Universe 7 card, then maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That should be
Yeah.
very interesting. And then
And
this
we have
flashback
the
is
one
cards.
star Dragon Ball. So, if you lead a card, it's Shenron. So again, you need to be Shenron. Draw 1 card, then choose 1 card from your hand and place it to the drop area. Your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places it in their drop area.
This card's a 1-for-1. Again, I don't understand why you'd play it.
Yeah.
Like this dash pack
It's
also
a
has
1
five
cost
cards on
as
it.
well. If it was free, then maybe.
Oh yeah, that as well. God, I even forgot about that. Yeah, so it costs 1, which is already bad. Plus, it's just a 1-for-1. Like if this was draw a card, your opponent discards a card for 1 mana, that'd be cool because it'd be 1 mana. Your opponent discards a card.
It's not even a 1 for 1.
So I guess what? Well, it is a 1-for-1. You play it, you draw a card, then you pitch a
Yeah.
card.
Well, I
You
mean,
still
yeah. Okay, yeah.
you still have the same amount of cards as you started the turn with. No, sorry, you have 1 less, and then they have 1 less. So it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
It's just weird. They worded this. You take an extra step to make your opponent just discard a card.
Why would you not just play Cronoa?
Or just play Dragon. Or just play Dragon Ball that you're already
regular
playing.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, because you need to play 7 Dragon Balls. So why replace one of your Dragon Balls with this?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hollow, so it's gonna be foil. It's in a dash
I
pack.
think
It's dash pack foil as well, so it's gonna be the nice textured foil.
I
The
think
two
the only
star is
time
also in the nice textured foil. So
I
yeah,
think the only time you'd play this is when they release all 7 of them, and then you play one of each one
in
for cool
foil,
stuff,
and it looks amazing.
for cool points. That's the only reason you play it. I will do that once they release all 7 of them. I will play all 7 of them in a deck in my Shenron
Yeah.
deck, just for cool points.
You could have a page in your binder as well, just like that.
Oh, it'd be so pretty. It'll be the front page of my binder.
Yep. So
No, I'd have 2 missing spots. One's filled by the 0 mana Dragon Ball.
you put that gold Shenron in.
Yeah, not gonna go buy the gold Shenron.
Yeah.
Fuck. Shit. Anyway, someone's to me.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what we have for today. It's gone on for hour and 24 minutes.
Really?
It has. Yes. Thank
Oh,
you guys for watching. You know what? Maybe we should do giveaways in one of these. and just sneak in some certain codes at a random time, so the people who watch or listen to the whole podcast, they'll get something.
Well, people that have listened to the whole podcast now know that you're going to do giveaways.
Yeah. Yes. So, well, that's yeah, yeah. You know what? I will. So this will be an announcement, I guess, right at the end of the video, for the guys who are still with us. It's a secret, so don't post it in the comments. Don't put the timestamps in, because you wanna win something. So I'll think of something to give away, and I guess we'll start this off next week. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks, Anthony, for coming along with me today again. And yeah, please like if you enjoyed this, and remember to sub for more content. I will see you guys next time.